Welcome back to our series on suing the credit bureaus. In this video, we're talking about writing your first dispute. If you're seeing this video, hopefully you've already seen our videos on avoiding arbitration, getting your credit report, and analyzing your credit report, reviewing it. These all lay the foundation for writing your first dispute letter. This is a lot like building a house. We're going to expand on this as we go through this video. But before we get to that, this is Consumer Protection Attorney Bill Clanton. I've helped thousands of consumers deal with credit reporting errors, bad background checks, debt collection harassment, and all sorts of other consumer-related matters. Okay, so you've got your credit report, you've got your errors on it found, you're ready to dispute them, you're ready to fix your credit report. And this is the number one tool, the written credit report dispute. We tell people not to go to the online dispute thing because they can't put in very much text. They can't explain their story. And so that's what we're going to do here. Now, before we get to the actual letter, we need to make sure we've got all the evidence, all the proof. We've got a copy. You should have a copy of your credit report, account statements, bank statements, other documents that show that this is an actual error. You need to get a copy of your current utility bill and your photo ID. This will give proof to the credit bureaus that you are who you say you are. If you don't include some kind of proof like this, they will reject your dispute. If you're the victim of identity theft, you should at this point have a copy of your police report. You need to report the identity theft to the police. You need to give the police the supporting documents so they can include it in their police report. And you should have a copy of the police report by now. If you don't have it, you can still proceed. But before you send a second dispute, you really need to have that report in hand. Okay, so you've got all the proof you need, and you've got it organized, and you've got it saved electronically, right? You've got a PDF of it, and you've got an actual paper copy of it. We don't want to send originals, so get paper copies of everything, but let's make sure we've also got all this stuff scanned in and saved as PDF files. That's going to be very important. Okay, once we've got all that, it's time to move on to the step two. Step two is actually writing the dispute letter itself. And we break this into 3 sections as well. And this is much like constructing your home, right? The first section is the living room. We're setting it up with a narrative section. This is where you talk about how you have good credit, you've always had good credit, and you've worked hard to maintain good credit, and then you discovered an error on your credit report that is not your fault. It's the fault of a bank. It's the fault of a debt collector. It's the fault of an identity thief. How this has affected you, how you discovered it, right? Did you get turned down for credit? Were you wanting to buy a car and you got turned down? Were you going to buy a house and you couldn't qualify for a mortgage? Did you get a collection letter on an account you don't recognize? These are all common ways people learn of errors in their credit report. So describe that. Describe the feeling of that. It's hard to get turned down for things you have worked hard for. Put that in the letter. Describe how it has affected you. You can spend as much time and as many pages on this as you want and or need. This is the reason we don't suggest you use online disputes. Okay, so you've got your narrative section done. You've got your living room laid out. The next is an inaccurate information section. This is like the kitchen. This is where the work happens. This is where you are putting forth the errors on your credit report and identifying them specifically. And now we were providing a sample dispute letter. It's linked in the comments below or in the description below. Look at it and you'll see how we organize this chart of inaccurate accounts. So let's say it's a Wells Fargo account. You'll have Wells Fargo. You have the account number. You have the reason that it's inaccurate. So you'll make a list of all the accounts that are inaccurate or don't belong to you or need to be corrected. There should be no question that these are the accounts that appear in your credit report. Now, the credit bureaus, when they report information, they mask account numbers. Some have a trailing mask, some have a leading mask, meaning they mask or put X's over the first 4 or 5 digits or after the last 6 or 8 digits. So each bureau is going to report this account number differently, and you need to put it the way the bureau reports it in there. Or if you have the whole account number, you can put the whole account number in there as well. So you have your list of inaccurate information The next section is going to be like the utility closet, the tools. This is where you list all the evidence you assembled previously. Now, I'm a lawyer, right? So I think of Exhibit 1, Exhibit 2, Exhibit 3. You can call it Attachment 1, Attachment 2, Attachment 3. It's best to label them, right? Okay, so you have Exhibit 1, and you have whatever it says it is, a Wells Fargo statement, a Westlake Services statement, a Midland Credit statement, and the date and what it shows in support of your narrative, in support of your inaccuracies. This should be all the proof that you have of your claims of inaccuracy. Any document you reference in a prior section needs to be included in this section. The point of this letter, right, is anybody who reads it should be able to understand what happened and why these accounts are inaccurate and why they should be corrected. But we're not trying to hide the ball. We're not trying to play a game. We are trying to give them all the information they need so they can understand what's wrong and they can fix it. Or if they don't fix it, how obvious it should have been to them that it needed to be fixed. That's the point of the letter. Okay, so once we've got our letter written, we need to address it. And this may seem simple. We're including the addresses of the bureaus in the comments below. So you can just copy and paste this in there. But we need to prove that they got the letter. And we can do this with certified mail receipts. Okay, you'll need 2 documents from the post office. This green card and this document, a certified mail receipt. It has a number on it. And we use this number. You can mark this certified mail receipt. It's got a comments section, a section where you can write whatever you want in there. It's marked name and address or whatever. But you can put in TransUnion or Equifax or Experian in there, whichever one it is. And then you can peel this sticker off. And what we're going to take with this sticker has a number on it, a 22-digit number on it. And what we're going to do is we're going to copy this number into our letter. So it will say to TransUnion address via CMRRR certified mail return receipt requested number, and have the number. That number will be in the letter so we can show that letter was delivered to TransUnion. We can prove they got it. So we've got the dispute letter template here. Your name, your street address. We're putting a link to this in the comments. You want to put the date in. You put via certified mail return receipt number. Now this is where the number from the certified mail receipt document goes. And we're putting in your dispute inaccuracies on your credit report, your name, your social, your address, and file number. This is the number listed on the credit report. This will be your report number. And then your TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, Early Warning, Novus, whichever one of these credit bureaus is doing it. And you're right. The reason you're writing the dispute, I'm writing to dispute inaccurate information. I notice the inaccuracies when the inaccuracies include they have caused these problems, and they are as follows. And then you can put in the account name, account number, why it's inaccurate, evidence. You can say see enclosed documents or enclosed document number 1 or 2, well, however you want to put it in there. And then finally, I've enclosed documents that verify my identity and support my dispute. Photocopy of my ID, a recent utility bill, any other documents I've listed above. Well, this should be broken down. Any documents I've listed above, this should be broken down into each document. You should list each document and the date of the document. And then go through, please conduct a thorough investigation. If you need any information, feel free to contact me. Thank you for your time and attention to this matter. So that's a basic dispute. It covers all the bases, and it should do the trick. Be sure to include that certified mail number here so that you can prove they got it. Look, this may be a large set of documents. Our office has helped consumers send disputes that are in excess of 200 pages, right? This is not going to be a small letter. This is not going to be a 3-pager. This should be at least 10 pages, maybe even 50 or 100 pages. Don't let that intimidate you. take your packet, scan it, make an electronic copy of it, and take it to the post office. And they will sell you an envelope, and they'll sell you the postage. They'll give you the correct amount so you don't have to make any guesses, and send that letter. Now, you should expect a response within 30 to about 45 days. If it fixes it, great. Keep an eye on your credit report. If it doesn't fix it, you'll know. You'll get the dispute results, and it'll say, verified as accurate, or there may be some adjustments made, but it won't be fully corrected. So, in the next video, we're going to talk about dispute results and reviewing those. But for now, you've done a great job writing this letter. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. Give us a call. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. We're coming with more content just like this.